What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 Ultimate Team sniping video. Not quite a half-hour sniping video because I'm going to talk about a bunch of different things you can do and something unique you can do that probably, I'm not saying you haven't thought of it, but I think it's kind of cool to give you a unique filter that you have to go through the sets to be able to do, and hopefully it will help you make a lot of coins. And also, what's cool about this is there are so many different ways that you can approach this sort of filter, so many different positions, that it should be pretty cool. I'm hoping so. Let's talk about the team. No money spent. Whether you believe it or not, it is no money spent. A lot of the sniping that was done in the first half of the year. I'm working right now. It's crazy. Last week I haven't even been on, really. I didn't even do my ball solos, which is the first time I haven't done those, so I'm not going to be able to get that 99 overall when everybody else gets it. For those, but this team is no money spent. The contracts are there from the Blitz promo and all the contracts EA gives you. I'm guessing if you're watching, you probably have 20-some thousand contracts, unless you play a ton. But I play a decent amount of head-to-head and solos, and I still have a ton of contracts with not spending any money. So, and that's only, I think I was at like 28,000 back on the Ultimate Blitz promo. So, I mean, I did get a lot of them, but I didn't get 40-some thousand. So, anyways, that's the team right there on offense. The defense looking pretty solid. I do want an upgrade over Demario Davis. Defensive tackles, they don't see the field, but it would be nice to get somebody like a Malik Jackson in there. But chemistries, I'll have to figure out how I would want to do that. I do have 4 extra toughnesses, so like I could put someone else at corner, and then I could just move. I could take out, like I'll have enough for all my chemistries, so I could just put like a Malik Jackson there, or any chems that I want. Because of the extra 4 toughnesses I have, assuming I switch this out with a physical front guy. So, we'll see. I got Renfro in there. I don't even know. I probably should just sell him. Why am I hanging on to him? But there's the team. But let's talk about the sniping. So, you guys are here for the sniping. I've got a lot of comments saying, you know, where's the sniping? And I'm just like, I don't want to say it's kind of boring for me right now. I just haven't been sniping that much. But I do want to help you guys out if you're struggling with some different filters that you can do. So you go to positional heroes, and what's really cool about the positional hero program is that the filters that you can get from going into these sets, you can't get on the auction house. And one specifically is so good that I just love it so much that I want to share it with you. But before we do that, which we will get to that, you can go any position you want. So let's just look at the first one. Let's look at Brandon Graham. So what's unique about this is you have all these open, right? You can do whatever you want with, you can search by any of these. 85 to 87, 8 to 84. Let's just look at 85 to 87. So if you search these 85 to 87 left ends, and we search by buy now. So they're about 13,000, 14,000. There's a jump here, maybe even, you could probably sell them for about 15,000. So you could probably even buy this first one right here and sell it for 15. Again, look at these jumps. So 13, then to 14, then to 15. 15 looks like it's probably easily going to sell. All you have to do is just double-click on any of these by double-clicking A or double-clicking X on PlayStation, and new cards will keep filling up the auction house as they get posted. And that's a pretty easy filter. You don't have to know card prices. You don't have to know anything about sniping. You just have to be able to click a button, and you will be able to snipe. So double-click, you see there's new cards being posted a decent amount of the time, and you can do this with any position in any overall you want. So I did 85 to 87. What's unique is that if you go to quality, so I'm just going to take a break here. If you go to quality, 84 to 85 and 86 to 87, we're basically combining the 85 part with the 86 to 87. You can't do that on the auction house. You have to go through this. Just like when Most Feared was out, you had to, if you want to filter by certain things, you had to go through the Most Feared. You don't want to overlook the sets. The sets are really useful for filtering. It's pretty cool that it's able to do that. So we're at 85 to 87 left ends, and you can just keep refreshing, and hopefully, like, you could definitely buy these if you want, because there is that jump, and you can make 1,000 on each of those. I'm pretty confident that you would sell those. Again, I'm hoping that something else pops. You see stuff. It is obviously refreshing. But you can do this with any overall you want. 85 to 87. Well, the ones that are listed, you can do 88 to 99. Let's look at 91 plus. So 91 plus, let's see how many. I don't know if there's going to be that many. We'll see. Plenty. It looks like the cheapest ones are about 70,000. Which they probably do sell for close to that. Probably not quite. You see it's not even selling. But you could just keep refreshing here and look for, one that's cheaper. You see there, it's pretty full, the auction house is. You can also do it by newest. if you know your prices really well, so like that Aaron Donald, I have no idea what he goes for. Is that even a good deal? Probably not, but we'll look. Rams 200. It actually might be a good deal. Let's actually go ahead and look it up with Mutthead.com. This would be a good time to tell you about, I'm not even on Mutthead, that's bad. Mutthead.com podcast, we did it this past week, and it was, I think, pretty solid. I think it was a pretty solid episode. But it says he's worth $230 on Xbox, so I'm going to go ahead and check if he's actually selling for that. We'll go ahead and refresh it, maybe. We'll refresh it on... so the last one sold for $214, $225, $132, $220, $228, $242, $241, $239. So if you're feeling ambitious, if you sell it for $230, that's 7,000 coins. That is a lot to invest for 7,000. You probably will make it, but I would probably encourage you to not make those sorts of purchases because there's not that much profit to be made. But still okay, for making 7, maybe 10K, maybe a little bit more if you're patient. I don't see his price dropping significantly in the next day. Like, you can keep posting him until he sells if you want to make that 10K. But that is a lot to invest. You see he's gone. But yeah, I would recommend doing it by newest on these 91 pluses because you see maybe, what if that Aaron Donald, one got sold for $132,000 22 minutes ago? What if that one popped up and you were sorting by buy now? You would have never seen it. If you're doing newest, you would have seen it, you would have been able to snipe him, and you would have sold him for $225, $230, and guess what? You just made a ton of coins. So, and there's no other way. You can't do 91 plus on this filter. Like, you can't do it. There's no other way to get to it except through positional heroes. Now, let's talk about something I did and something different. Let's look at offense, and I'm going to show you what I did just to show you the issue. I've already went through the process of fixing this, but if you go to like your quarterback, if you notice I can't search by 91 plus. It seems pretty obvious because I have quarterbacks here. Well, what happens if I do something to fix this? So what's really cool, I like doing elite tokens, and there's other sets you can use if you have more cards, but elite tokens is what I'm going to go after. So if you notice, if I go to the team tokens, this is kind of advanced, I would say, advanced strategy. 84 plus, you can have 4 cards in this slot. I put 2 91 plus left outside linebackers because if you go back to your positional heroes, so I just wanted to show you that. If you go back to your positional heroes and you go defense, so just a little heads up on a sniping filter here, I was doing the Von Miller looking at this, and now I can search by 91 plus. I couldn't do it before because I had 3 cards that were 91 plus left outside linebackers, and you can't do it if you have cards that go into that set. And now I go ahead and search by newest or by buy now if you want. Buy now, you notice they sell for about 51,000. So let's go ahead and sort it by newest. We know how much the smallest amount you can sell it for. But now if you keep searching by newest, you can actually see what these sell for, what other ones may sell for. So let's go ahead and go to Texans 206. Okay, that's about what he's worth. And just keep refreshing over and over again if this is a type of filter you like. You see a Lamar Woodley there for 50. I'm guessing that's about what you can get him for because I think they pretty much, 50, 55. 51-ish is about the minimum you're going to sell it for, depending on when you're on. But right now they're selling for about 51. But they might sell for more. So say, the reason I like newest, what if somebody put an Anthony Barr up for 200,000 coins? You wouldn't see it if you're sorting by buy now, but if you're doing newest, you might, good chance of sniping that. So this is a type of filter that I really like. And you can do this with any position. You don't have to do it with left outside linebacker. You can do it with quarterback. You can do it with wide receiver. And this is a filter that there's no way to get it except through the positional heroes. And if you notice, it's really full. You're going to see new cards popping up a lot. You see high-valued cards pop up a lot. And when you see those 91s, 92s pop up, and you put them up for like 40,000, well, you can go ahead and snag those and sell them for 50 or 51 and go ahead and make a decent amount of coins there. 5,000, 6,000 coins, pretty easy. So a Von Miller there for 240. I'm guessing it's probably not a good deal, but let's go over to Broncos. You see one up for 270. It actually is not a terrible price probably because that's the next cheapest. But if you do buy this and sell it for 270, keep in mind 10% tax, you're basically making nothing, 3,000 coins. So I'm not going to buy that, but now you know what he goes for at 240. Is that what? Yeah, 240. What if somebody puts one up for 220? You might want to pull the trigger on that, depending on how many coins you have. But now you know how much that goes for, and you got a really good filter there that you can just keep refreshing and hopefully hit something big. If you don't like the left outside linebacker, of course, do a different position. And just to make it clear, when I put these in here, you can take them out, which you probably know this, but just because I put them in here, I can go ahead and I can take them out. Are you sure you want to refund these 2 items? I do, and I got them right back in my lineup. But if you go, or back in my binder, but if I go back, again, I know this is probably pretty obvious, but if I go back to Von Miller, guess what? I can't search by 91 plus now because I have too many of them. So if you have this issue, use the elite tokens to fix that. You can also look for other sets out there that will be able, if you have like way too many, but you probably don't have like, you can put 4 of them in the set, so you probably don't have that many. You could also, if they're tradable or auction or tradable, you can just put them on your trade block as well. If you have a bunch of NAT cards like myself, you're going to have to put them into sets. So either put them up on the trade block or put them into sets. A lot of them are probably NAT. They might be holding on to them. So like corners, you might have some NAT corners. So if you want to do that, just go ahead and put them into the elite tokens. So if I go in here, how many do I have? Probably quite a lot. So I got a Peters. I got Renfro, Nitrain. Both I can sell, but I could put the other 4. So I could go ahead and put these on trade block, and then I could put like, I got to put like 3 of them. So I could put like Ramsey, Peters, Jackson. We'll just say I'll put Woodson in there, and then I'll just put one of these on the trade block, or however you want to do it. You can get around it. Even with all these NAT and cards that I have, I can still put enough. I can get them on the trade block if they're auctionable or tradable, or I can put them on, put them in the elite token. That way I will be able to have no more than 1, and then you can search by 91 plus corners. And guess what? You got a good filter there that no other way you can do it, which is pretty cool. So you get unique filters, and they have really good, easy value, like you can see. So say they go for like 91 plus corners go for say 40K. You can just buy them for 30K when you see them or whatever. Or you might see a Nitrain Lane put up, and you can snipe him as well. So there's so many different things that you could snipe in these. You don't have to do corner. You don't have to left. You can do whatever position you want. So many different choices, and really you can do any of them, whether you want to do 91 plus, 85 to 87, or whichever one you want. I think 91 plus is the best with the highest value, but you might like the lower ones maybe because it's just easier to snipe for you. It's up to you, learning prices and stuff. So hopefully that was informative. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, sorry that it's been a while for a sniping video, but even the guy who snipes a lot, maybe that's why. I just have got bored with it and just haven't been feeling it too much lately. But you guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma, out.